Good day, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Peter. For those of you that are new here, welcome. Go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe. Tap the notification bell so you can know when I'm uploading to the channel. All right, you guys, so today I am here to give you your ancestor message. Now, yesterday, I received a partial download, and then, all of a sudden, just a few minutes ago, they just kept going. And so I'm like, all right, okay, I'm supposed to be hitting the hay, but, I'll go ahead and do it, because I already know they got me. They already got my back. And I feel like part of the things that they have me do this week is also part of this message, if that makes sense. It's like doing things, even when I'm feeling a little too exhausted to do them, is like part of it. Like, it's almost like they have me sacrificing energy I don't have to do what is required in a position such as mine. Okay. And so tonight, with that being said, what the Ancestors wanted me to bring to you tonight is talking about that understanding of all the things it is that we are calling for and the things that we're asking for. And the Ancestors are talking about where you are, the person who you are today is the person who you are right now is the person you are because of what you want out of life. Whether you feel like you're in a good position or whether you feel like you are in a bad position. You are that person because of what you feel that you need or desire out of life. And your guides and your ancestors want you to understand. They want you to be completely conscious of the balance. All right. With good, there's bad. With cause, there's effect. With light comes darkness. With darkness come light, and things of that nature. So understanding the two sides of the coin in everything that you do, right? And so we always talk about, be very specific when you're manifesting. And I believe that the word specific is a part of it. Your ancestors are saying that you have to be conscious. Right? You have to have a conscious awareness of everything it is that you are asking for. And once you have that conscious awareness of whatever it is that you're asking for, you now begin to understand why certain things are happening the way that it is, and certain you're enduring certain things because of what you're asking for. And if the ask is big, then the sacrifice has to be much bigger. If what you're asking for is to be aligned with your soul purpose, then what has to happen in order for you to be aligned with something that you have yet to come in contact with is you have to be tethered from the thing that is keeping you from it. I mean, not tethered, but you have to be cut away from the thing that's keeping you from it, the thing that's holding you from it. Because you are tethered to it, and that thing is what's restricting you from moving ahead. It's blocking you from moving ahead. So your ancestors say, okay, in order for you to do this, here's what needs to happen. So you tell your ancestors, you say, ancestors, I want a Ferrari. We're just gonna say Ferrari. Oh, you want a Ferrari? Okay. You gonna get this Ferrari, but in order to get this Ferrari, here is everything that you have to do in order to get the Ferrari. Oh, you want to be a divine goddess or god. Well, in order to do that, then here's what it has to do. Oh, you want to be an elder. You want your works to be elder worthy. You want to become an ancestor. when you transition, well, in order to become an ancestor, here's all the things you got to do here in order to become an ancestor. Or you going to go ahead and read your soul, going to go ahead through another soul journey so they can complete its soul mission. But if you don't complete it in this lifetime, I guess I see you next lifetime. That's what they saying. Like, this is like all of them, not me, y'all. But you have to be conscious of what it is that you're asking for. And so understanding both sides of your ask, understanding that things, in order to get something huge from the universe, you have to give something huge. It's called a sacrifice. And the sacrifice is the pain and the struggle and the resistance that you go through, the tower moment that you go through. And that's why, like, a lot of y'all that be out here playing with magic, you know, you got to understand the balance. Listen, you can lose your self-control and go and shoot some magic at somebody, but you better bet your bottom dollar that you better be willing to pay back whatever it is that you're doing, because the universe has to be balanced out. Go and read the laws of nature. Matter of fact, I did a video on it like 2 years ago. If y'all scroll down, you'll find it. That way you can understand those laws of nature and how they work. And that's what your ancestors are telling you. You gonna get what you want, but you gotta give in order to get it. And so that give is you being homeless. That give is you losing that job. That give is whatever that thing is that you feel like is the worst thing that you are experiencing. In order, you said you wanted to be, you said before you came here that you wanted to do a certain thing. And now your soul is recognizing this and you are longing to tap into this thing because you are chosen. Matter of fact, you chose yourself. You chose yourself, right? So you are longing to tap into this thing. And now that you're like, I want to be aligned with my soul purpose. I want to become the best version of my spiritual self. Okay. In order to become the best version of your spiritual self, here's what's going to have to happen. And some of y'all, the ask is so big and the assignment is so big, you got to go through all this bull crap. So be conscious of what it is that you're asking for. Understanding the good and the bad, the positive and the negative of everything it is that you're asking for. And this and even the bad ain't even that bad. Because once you have completed the sacrifice, once the severing of the ties have been completed, then you evolve. And then you get it, and then you work and you operate it. You know, like, for example, when I first started doing what I do, I wanted a lot of clients in order to sustain my lifestyle, right? Oh, I wanted to be great at what I do. Oh, well, with being great, you're going to get them clients. But with them clients, you're going to get that energy is coming out. Like, you're going to spend that energy. And the sacrifice is the energy. And the guys and the ancestors know how much I love my time. Y'all, see? But even before then, I'm like, I want to allow my soul purpose. I sure did. And I went through hell and high waters to align with it. And I'm sure these aren't the only towers that we're going to experience, you guys. Because you might have another request. And that hell and that high water came with illness. The hell and high water came with financial issues. That hell and high water came with being displaced. That hell and high water came with tours to Iraq and Afghanistan. That hell and high water came with having to leave my family on several occasions. That hell and high water came with a lot. That hell and high water came with being limited and vulnerable. Not to mention the bull crap that was endured as a child that we're still working out. because you're one of the ones who began that test early. And some of you guys, they don't even know that you went through nothing as a child. You're finding this stuff out on your journey. And some of you guys think you had the best childhood. And that best childhood with no disciplines and no rules is what sets you up for failure right now. Why your lessons are so hard. So you definitely have to be mindful of what the ask is. So you guys and your ancestors are saying that darkness is not evil. And they're not talking about like dark, dangerous bang magic or anything like that, y'all. They're just talking about darkness. The darkness is what's also having to be severed in order for you to reach where you need to go, in order for you to align with what you need to align with. And so that darkness is not evil. It just means that the light has yet to be exposed to it. It is yet to be exposed to light. If I turn off this switch, then I'll be in darkness. But I'm still me, and I'm still the same person. I'm still everything that I was. I'm still everything, y'all. I'm still everything that I am. I still am what I am. But I turn off the light, I'm in darkness. And I turn the light on, then I have exposure to light. And I'm able to see clearer once the light is exposing. So I'm able to see things that I was unable to see because I had yet to turn the lights on. Okay? And so that's what's happening right now. Darkness isn't evil. It's just something that has yet to be exposed to light, and you hadn't turned the lights on yet. And so now you're going through this journey, and you're going into these different rooms and these different channels and portals and things like that, these different cells of yourself, and you're like, oh, this is not so nice. As soon as you turn the light on, you don't realize how much is stored up in there. You're like, God, I gotta go through all of this. So you can do one or two things. You could turn the light back off and leave all that stuff and act like it's not present. And as you walk through the darkness, continue to run into things, knock things over, fall, trip, injure yourself. Or you could turn the light on so you can see what's in front of you, so you can maneuver, so you can observe and understand what's present. And you can figure out the best way to organize those things and get rid of some of those things. Maybe it's old mail that don't belong to you. Y'all know how sometimes the neighbor mail could come to your house. You know it ain't your mail. It ain't belong to you. Or that mail that be addressed to the old person, the resident or whoever's currently living there. That mail ain't got nothing to do with you. Once you open it, you make it a part of your problem. So a lot of that got to go too, because some of this mail, thank you, ancestors, some of this mail, some of these packages, some of these things that is inside of this darkness was never yours to begin with. It was for the last person or current resident, and you took it on. Your guys and ancestors don't want you taking on things that's not addressed to you. The address need to have your name on it. Not or currently who's residing here. You guys and your ancestors was saying that a lot of that darkness that you experienced was very, very, very much necessary for your journey right now. All your life, you've always been different. You've always been strange. You've always been weird. You've always been that person. You was like kind of cool, but not really. Some of y'all, cause that was me. Like me, I was I was a nerd. I was weird. I was all of those things. I had a interesting life, but I was an amazing rapper, an amazing poet. I still am. And so it was one of the things is like, okay, you joe me a little too hard. You have a hot 16 waiting on you at ABC lunch because I'm going to find you. I'm going to give you this hot 16 of perspective. You know? And I think about that and I'm like, man, so strange. I was so weird. And these kids were so mean. And they were so mean, not knowing that I was not knowing that I was a trendsetter. I was a pioneer and an engineer. My husband said I'm all of it. And he said I'm all of it because I'm one of the first to always seek. I will go and explore. I'll be among the first to settle into it. I'll develop it. I'll put in that lead work, you know. I'll put in what's necessary, what's required of me. So that makes me the pioneer. But I'm also not too proud to build it, although I know I won't be able to do everything. And that's another thing you guys, your ancestors, are saying that you could be the first to explore it or the first to build it. But you don't necessarily have to be both. Because they'll send you a team of builders. You just got to do the lead work. You know what I'm saying? But they'll send you a team of builders, all right? And so my husband, he told me, he's like, I'm like a little bit of both. But I'm more of a pioneer, but I'm a little bit of both. I'm an engineer. I'm a pioneer as well. You know? And so you guys and your ancestors are saying that, like, all the stuff that you're enduring, all of the things that you have endured, all of the experiences that you've had, past, present, and the experiences that you are going to have in the future is because of what you're asking for, what you're trying to manifest. So be conscious of what you're manifesting. Because there's a good and a bad to everything that you manifested. But do not be fearful of manifesting. Just understand that it's not what is portrayed to be out here on these social media streets. The social media street will have you thinking that, oh, I can manifest anything into this reality and I don't have to do anything because there's nothing more powerful than me and da-da-da-da-da. And that's all true. It's very well true. But you're going to have to provide a sacrifice. Okay? All right? So it's not as easy. Like, you know, it is easy. Once you have that understanding, you're like, oh, I can deal with that. I can deal with whatever the universe gonna throw at me for this because this is something I really want. So my passion for this, my desire for this is going to move me regardless to what I'm gonna do what's necessary. I'm gonna do what's necessary because this is what I really want. Okay, so. Yeah, but that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this message. If you guys like the content on the page, make sure y'all hit like, comment, and subscribe. I gotta learn how to do all those little tricky things that let people know that they supposed to like subscribe to the channel or they supposed to like it or leave a comment or whatever. Because you know, that's something that I'm not good at, you know. I mean, I could be, but I'm not right now, you know. So I guess until I can get good at it or find somebody that's good at it, it's just going to have to be the same for a little bit. But that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the content on this page. I hope you guys understand what the ancestors are saying. Like, they're not trying to be harsh. They just dropping little clues. Like, yeah, baby, you finna have everything you want, baby. Just know what you asking for. Be careful what you asking for. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the content, and I'll holler at y'all.